something different on my hair today. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Unfortunately, I thought today, because this, day's been past, I thought I was going to be feeling better and I was going to be like, oh yeah, y'all, I feel, no. This new medicine isn't doing anything. They changed me from Dilaudid to Oxycontin, and Oxycontins aren't doing nothing. So just send me some positive vibes, love, and energy, because I definitely need it. This pain is definitely no joke. But shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started.
It's time for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
Appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate them long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan in their white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. And I appreciate the things that I've been through cause it shaped me to be who I am. And I promise that's the truth. Handle my business, I'll be counting my days, cutting off a couple niggas and continue to make my moves, yeah. I got shit that I gotta do. Play with me, you are a fool. Keep playing with me, you wanna be lame. See, I'm tryna be nice, but you keep pressing my case and my baby. Something ain't right with this picture I see. So I'll cut you off to keep my energy. You say you love me, then why is there peace? Don't need you in my life, just wait and you'll see. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate them long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan in their white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Come to me, you better come with some respect. Not in my feelings, I'm just telling you what's best. Keep it real, you got animosity. I'm not tripping, but you gon' respect me. I'm not stressing what you talking about. And if my hitters come through to make you walk it out. You keep on bragging, but people come back and tell me what you be saying. You got back, give them a Grammy. And I appreciate my real niggas, my family and friends. The struggle only made me just be greater within. Know the people that surround me, keep it real. Cause half the ones I keep around, I'm in the jail. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate them long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan in their white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life.
It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Bigo. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram and my main YouTube Instagram and my .com, which is my .coms, which is THA Real JANELL and THA Couch. Now, I definitely appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting from everybody. I haven't been in the best shape lately, but I'm still pushing through. I'm still striving. I'm still doing what I can, doing my part in society, and that is to be the voice for the voiceless, because there are so many people who actually have a voice but don't know how to use their voice or utilize their voice for what they want or what they're trying to get across. Sometimes people are loud for other things, but they're not loud for what they really want to stand for or stand on. And that's just the truth. There's not going to be a lot of people that's going to be talking about mental health. There's going to be a lot of different podcasts, of course. But not every podcast is like another one. Like, a lot of people probably, well, not probably, they used to think that the couch was just about mess. It's like, no, you only tuned in when it was discussions in the streets. Discussions in the streets. I'm not censoring anybody that comes onto the show. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not going to censor whatever you want to. Even if you want to talk about gay people, I'm fucking, come on now. I got a wife. But if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I want to hear it. I'm not going to just be like, nah, I don't want to talk to them because they don't like gay people. No, I want to hear the reason why you don't like gay people. Like, how far you go to not liking gay people, what you do. Like, would you be like my parents? Like, there are people that don't believe in gay relationships, but they wouldn't disown their children. But there are other people like my parents that will actually never speak to you again. You can get either or. So, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you check on your strong friends. Anybody that you fuck with, make sure that you check on them. Check on your people. Check on your people that's making all these jokes on Facebook. They probably really want to talk to you about something, but they don't know how to say it. I know sometimes I laugh when I get nervous. I do. And I know there's other people that laugh when they get nervous too. So how do you know making someone laugh isn't a nervous thing or just something to just not show the fact that they're actually sad or going through something? Just make you think that they're all right because they're making you laugh. They're like, well, you would think that if I'm laughing at your post, it couldn't be nothing going on with you. You good? No, that's not true. That's not true. We have even seen in the news media of superstars being hilarious on their Instagram and killing themselves the next day. But it is Prison Jail Felon Talk, and I do want to say this. How do we know that some of the stars that have killed themselves haven't been affected by Diddy? How do we know that? Because it's so much that is wrapped around Diddy, who he is, what he stood for, and the ones that protected him, that is scary. Like, you never know who it has touched, who it has affected. So many people were affected. And I'm actually sick to my stomach at the fact that you guys think that it's okay to make all these baby oil jokes and all these Diddy jokes. Like, you think you're humiliating him. I hate this medicine. It's like, I know what I want to say and I'm saying it, but it's coming out like a fucking fart. Anyways, they're trying so hard to humiliate him that they are offending the victims. Y'all don't know what he did with that baby oil or how traumatic baby oil could have been. Y'all don't know if he was putting it in the microwave and pouring it on people. I remember when I was younger, I ran away from home, and when I ran away, I got raped. And I felt like it was my fault because I was like, I'm the one that ran away. I should have never ran away. If I would have never ran away, I would have never got raped. And I brought that rape up because I remember them heating up candle wax and just pouring it all over my private area. And all I could do was scream. So you would think that bringing up candles in a jokingly way and all type of stuff, how do you know that that wouldn't bring me back a flashback? how do y'all know that you guys bringing up this baby oil isn't bringing flashbacks to all the victims? You don't never know exactly what he did with all of those baby oils. You just know that he bought a tremendous amount of baby oil. But you don't know that the jokes that you're making, honestly, he's probably not even feeling no type of way. Because in his heart of hearts, he know what he did with it. He's not feeling no guilt. He's pleading not guilty. So he's basically saying he didn't do this. So he has no remorse for anything. So you guys are not offending Diddy at all. You're offending the victims. How is it funny to make fun of what the victims went through? How's that funny? People are sick. And they will use some sick fucking shit to hurt somebody. And I say this because I was locked up with a few of those people that I know of that has told me about their case. It was one lady I remember very vividly. I remember her. She, and the reason why I remember her, and this is the only reason, because I told y'all yesterday, or Tuesday, that I'm not big into asking people what they're in for. That's not me. If you decide to just tell me, that's on you. But I'm not finna be like, yo, what you in here for? But I was waiting in the caseworker's office, and the lady was sick. She was actually about to die. And the matter of fact, scratch that, she was dead. So the caseworker called the next of kin that the lady had put on. Thank you so much. I love you too, Tonka. That she had on file. Now, the caseworker, not even knowing, I guess, the lady's case, because she called the number that the lady left, that in case she died, this is who she wanted to pick up her stuff. She had it on speakerphone. And I remember I was cleaning up the day room. I was standing by her office, and her top of her office was completely open. She's like, hello, is this, let's say his name was Brad for Cynthia. Hey, is this Brad? I'm calling on behalf of Cynthia, your mom. She passed away, and she left you as the next of kin to come pick up her belongings. And he screamed on the top of his lungs, you stupid fucking bitch. She was in there for raping me with my goddamn toys. Don't you ever fucking call me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Burn it for all I give a fuck, and he hung up. Toys. His toys. People are sick. Y'all never know. He probably was making women douche with baby oil. He's probably squirting it into men's assholes and fucking them while they're unconscious. By the time they wake up, they already got a dick in their ass. And y'all are making fun of the fact that Diddy brought all these bottles of baby oil. You're not hurting his feelings. You're hurting the victims. And that's just the bottom line. Because people are sick. They don't give a fuck if they're a rapist. They don't give a fuck. Like I said, when I was raped, they threw hot candle wax on my pussy. They didn't give a fuck. And laughed. It was funny. Just like y'all laughing at this baby oil that he probably used to torture all his victims with. They all probably have a story that has to do with the baby oil. But everybody's so insensitive and trying to humiliate him that they're not even thinking about the victims. They're just thinking about getting a good laugh and making a post go viral because you're talking about Diddy and this baby oil. People is going as far as making videos and funny clips and turning their fucking promos for their events with Diddy and baby oil on it. Like, it's the fucking thing to do. That's disgusting, it's sick, and it's insensitive. And it lets me know that if you have a daughter, I mean, would you protect her? Because you literally not giving a fuck about none of these victims. Even though it's not your daughter, your wife, your sister, don't have nothing to do with you. But would you believe your daughter if she told you that she was violated by a man? But she didn't tell you immediately. She told you years later because she was terrified. Would you believe your daughter? Or would you question her? Would you be like, come on now. That's Diddy. Diddy not finna do that to you. Come on now. Because a lot of men I see online are saying, free Diddy. Like, he ain't do it. He good. So all of those victims are lying? So every single one of them is lying? There's even men that came up, so they're lying too? Come on, y'all. Like, we gotta really be smarter than what we're portraying, because I know y'all smarter than that. Let's be for real. Let's just really look at it for what it is. And just like Jack Wright and other people have said, it's been right in front of our face the whole time. My whole life, anybody that knows me knows that you'll never in your life ever hear me say, put on some motherfucking R. Kelly. Ever. Anybody that know me. Anybody that knows me knows I will never say that. I've never, ever, ever spun anything from him. Ever. From anything that belonged to me. Never. Because since I was a child, I've always felt like he was a child molester. I've always felt like that. Because I used to be like, why is he with Aaliyah? I've always wondered, why was Aaliyah unconscious when she was on the airplane? I've always wondered these things. I've said it out loud. It was right in front of our face for so long that you guys even have said it out of your mouth and didn't even know what you were saying. Like, oh wow, she was unconscious? She must have been really tired. What? Or drugged? There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the world. I want to go ahead and give a moment of silence for Florida, for the surrounding areas of Florida, for everyone who's been affected by this hurricane, for the fires that's going on. Let's give it a moment of silence. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Bigo. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .coms, which is THA, real JANELL, and THA Couch.com. Today and tomorrow is Prison Jail Felon Talk. And then, of course, we'll pick it back up again next month. We do it every month. So if you ever was like, you know what, I kind of want to speak about my time, or I kind of want to speak about being a felon, whatever, hey, come talk about it on the couch. I always stress to you guys that your story can actually help somebody. You can help somebody to the point that they'll come and they'll be like, yo, I want to share my story. A lot of people are scared to talk. A lot of people, even though it's live like this, they're scared to do that. A lot of people. Seeing you open up and tell about what's going on with you or what happened with you can actually help. It can help. So, I always encourage everybody to make sure that you reach out. Let's tell people about what happened. Let's tell people about what's going on right now, because it's still women and men suffering in prison right now. Right now. Florida is having a fucking severe fucking weather, fucking hurricanes and tornadoes, and they did not release anyone from the jails, and they were in the danger zone. Not the jails or the prisons. No one got released. You think they gave a fuck? You think they give a fuck? Who's fighting for those ones that have to literally wonder if they're gonna make it out of this hurricane? Some of them probably only had 6 months. Some of them only had a year. Some of them might be in there for life. Some of them might not make it because of the hurricane. Who's out here fighting for the ones that are in that situation? I heard Kamala made an announcement of, these different companies boosting their prices during this time. The airlines boosting their prices. I've heard about the prices being janked the fuck up. She said she was going to do something about that. Kamala, if you're going to do something about something, why you ain't doing something about that prison and jail that didn't release any of those fucking inmates for Milton? That don't make no fucking sense, sis. Or Donald, whoever the fuck. Y'all need to do something about that. When it comes to having a fucking crisis like that, COVID, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, inmates should be released. Period. If they're so bad to the point where you feel like they need to stay, come on now. Then they either in there for rape. That's it. Because sometimes murder could be justified, but, we ain't going to get into all of that. We not. I'm going to jump into another song, and I'm going to continue. Listen, because this Diddy shit, and it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. But we got to protect our community. It ain't even just about the black community, because he's violated every community. We got to protect our community from the other Diddies. There's other Diddies that's out there. There's Diddies in your motherfucking family, and you probably don't even know about it. Some of y'all got Diddies in your family. Some of y'all family members are literally screwing men, women, children, kids, babies, violating them. Let's just be honest. It's not just in the music industry. It's in our homes. It's in our community. It's in our families. Right in front of our face for years. If someone, whether it's a male or a female, if they come up to you and they finally are able to get the strength enough to tell on their abuser, why would you make them feel like they're lying? Why would you make them feel like they're less than? Or why would you make them feel any type of way? I've heard countless stories of even family members telling their other family members that somebody in the family touched them. You think that those women and men were believed? Those little boys and little girls was believed? No. Not all of them. There will be some mothers and some fathers that will take their children serious. There will be some boyfriends and girlfriends, some wives and husbands, some friends and family that will take the victim serious. But then you have those other ones that will tell them that they're lying. Diddy didn't do that. They'll say that. Brian didn't do that. Ky'Shay didn't do that. They'll say that. But you don't know. Obviously. You didn't see it right in front of your face. Obviously. I'm telling you, I'm finally getting the strength enough to admit what happened to me. And you tore me down like I was nothing. Why would y'all make any victim feel any type of way? Granted, there have been people that have been known to lie, men and women, about being physically and sexually abused. But 90% of them are not lying. So everybody's just lying on Diddy. Let's get a grip. We gotta stop all the Diddies in the world. All of these sexual predators, these abusers, these groomers, they're right in front of our face. I couldn't even tell you how many grown-ass men at my mom and dad's church fucked me or tried to fuck me. Just being real. Not a substantial, not like more than 5, but they were trying to fuck me. They were literally coming onto me so strong to where I was like, oh my God, okay, here. Like, pressuring me. I was a kid. 12, 13, 14. These were grown fucking men. Right in front of my family's face. Looking at me all lustful and disgusting. Like, what the fuck, you nasty fucks? And when I was younger, I thought it was my fault. I did. I thought it was my fault. I was like, okay, maybe my pants was too tight, or maybe my shirt was too short, or I thought it was my fault. You know how many victims go through the this is my fault phase? That's so scared because who's gonna believe me? The predator even probably said that. They always say that. Who's gonna believe you over me? And you guys, some of you guys show time and time again that the victim means nothing because you're making all of these disgusting ass, stupid ass jokes about baby oil. Like it doesn't matter about the victim's feelings. Let's jump into a song.
We hit the jackpot this time.
Just saying. I gotta stand up for a second.
Ay, big time, I did big time, giving up the mirrors. They took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. I'm watching my mama cry up in that courtroom, and the judge just dismissed me like I was dumb too. And the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. And reality set in like it was supposed to. Cat calls down the halls, that's what them folks do. Brown bag, bologna sandwich in them jumpsuits. My cellmate just did 100 years on some dumb shit. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in a cell is just like being in a grave. If ain't no money on your books, then you ain't eating shit. You better pray that you get mail a penitentiary gift. And for them lonely days, a visitation list from your family and your friends, that's a major lift. And your spirit, all the drama on the yard, you wanna forget it. Yeah. Behind these walls it's different, and you wouldn't understand if you didn't live it. Ayy, big slime, I did big time. Ayy, and they took me off the front line. I'm still scarred from doing my time. And everybody said I should let go. I'm trying, but it did something to my mental. In or out the pin, you know I'm standing 10 toes. You know, now you know, I hold my own, that ain't wrong. And I know I gotta think different, cause if I don't, then I guess I be the same nigga. Wait, I'm tryna let it go. I'm trying to be a better person so I don't have to get physical. I gotta get my mind right for the limelight. I don't care who judging if they don't know doing time love. Trying to be an example to my fans and all my peoples and my nieces and my nephew. Big slime, I did big time. Sitting in the cold cell in the daytime. Your time be fine, but it's not like the world, no. Big slime, I did big time. Giving up them years, they tell me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiffs looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Damn, it's just the end of the days. Cause living in the cell is just like being in the grave.
That shit real. I swear, when I sing it and when I hear it, it's like, it's not even me. Cause I'm not speaking just for me, I'm speaking for all of us. Anybody who's ever been behind them walls, you know exactly what I'm talking about. From behind these walls, we making music. From behind these walls, can you feel it? From behind these walls, we on some real shit. From behind these walls. I remember being on the yard singing that. And I remember that I didn't sing it a hell of a lot of times, but I could remember other people singing it with me. I could remember people asking me to write down the lyrics so they could send it to their family because that was our first time song. You know what I'm saying? That was our first, that was that. We didn't have no recording studio. We didn't have no loudspeaker until they let us perform the first time. But when everybody can come together and they feel something, we felt that song all together. It was like we wrote it together. So when I listen to Time is the same way. It's like we wrote it together. This is our feelings combined into one song. Doing time is not easy. Committing a crime isn't easy either. It ain't. Especially when you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. When you don't want to do it, but you have no other choice but to do it. Who's going to pay your bills? You got to come up with $600 by midnight tonight. Who's going to give that to you? So some of you guys take penitentiary chances because you have no other choice. They didn't make it easy for you when you got out. They didn't make it easy for none of us. They give us all of these classes to take, and these classes don't help us when we get out. Some of them do. Some of them do. But 90% of them, what? Are they telling me to, are they helping me get a job? No. Sometimes you keep it real with them, tell them that you're a felon, you won't even get the job. And then if you lie and they find out, you'll lose the job. Then you have to take these jobs that don't pay enough, they only pay just to get by. It's like, damn, how can we live with just a little? How can we live just paying bills and then a week we gotta miss eating because we gotta pay a bill? They don't make it easy for felons or anybody that has to deal with the system at all. It's sad. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. Like, we shouldn't have to get a Section 8 apartment because we can't get into a house because of our history. You literally are allowing Donald Trump to run for president after everything that he's done. I guess you're making a way for us felons. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Bigo. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA, real JANELL, and THA Couch.com. Today and tomorrow is Prison Jail Felon Talk. So, like I always tell you guys, you never know what you might hear on the couch that could actually help you or change your life. You never know. So, anytime you guys want to share your story, you're more than welcome. I have a guest tomorrow. Actually, let me tell you guys who all is coming up on the couch. Tara is coming up on the couch. Derek Crockett, Shaquanda Brown, MzChrista, Miss Nikki, and Miss Malone is coming onto the couch tomorrow. This whole month is pretty much almost fully booked up, but I do have a few availabilities, and I have availabilities for next month until the end of the year. If you would like to book to be on the couch, DM me. Keep streaming my new Elevate album. I definitely appreciate all the ones who have been streaming it. This month we're going to try to get back on track. Like I said, every time I make plans, here comes another surgery. So I don't really know when I'll be having my shoulder surgery, but I will keep you guys updated, obviously. And also this month is domestic violence awareness, and it's also breast cancer awareness and cybersecurity awareness. We're going to be talking about cybersecurity and breast cancer awareness before the end of this month is up. So if you have a story that you would like to share, please come share it, please. Before we leave, I do want to share a couple things with you. Number one, what I said earlier about Diddy. If you guys have been keeping up with the whole case, then you have heard of a young lady named Allie Carter. Allie Carter, who is also, they are saying, is Tupac's daughter. If you guys have been keeping up, if you haven't, look up Allie Carter and check out her story, because she was actually kidnapped and trafficked by P. Diddy. And she speaks out on it. Currently, from what I've seen online, she hasn't been online for 2 days. And people are worried about her because she has been speaking out, not just on P. Diddy, but a lot of other big names that you guys know and love. It's really fucked up of the things that is happening right before our eyes. These music videos that we're watching thinking is all cool with all these kids are actually kidnapped kids. That disgusts me. I was just telling my wife today, like, I love doing my music. I love touching people. I love like performing, and I would love to make money off my music like that. But not to the point where I'm changing anything about me or who I am or condoning something that I don't fuck with. I could never have, I don't even want no children in my videos unless it's a song that has to do with bringing children together. I don't even want children in my videos at all. That young lady, Allie Carter, was kidnapped when she was in Run This Town with Jay-Z. She said that they were in the tunnels, the same tunnels that they have at Diddy's. She said they have homes down there, warehouses. She said it's a whole fucking, it's a life out there, down there, like a whole nother world. If we allow the Diddy's in this world to continue to get away, if he's not held accountable, then you know that he has people that has his back, that they are literally making sure that he doesn't get touched. Anthony, sending you so much love and positive vibes. I've been sending you messages, trying to get a hold of you. If you get a chance, hit me up on my hotline, 404-666-5906. Love you. I'm not really doing that good. My new medication isn't not doing anything, so I'm in a lot of pain. That's why you see I keep doing this. But I'm staying strong and I'm couching because it's very important that we speak on these things, you guys. We got to keep on talking about the ditties of our families and of this world and the industry. Keep on exposing these motherfuckers. Keep on. Some are scared to expose anyone that caused them harm, sexually, physically, or emotionally, because of the consequences that it can, and the repercussions that it could come with. Do you think that the reason why no one was really coming forward about Diddy is because he can ruin their reputation? He can stop their money making? He can destroy their name before they even get a chance to tell anything about what he's doing. You said, that's why I don't watch that mess, because you're hurting the victims, not the offender. It causes long-term trauma. Exactly. What up, 2U's? Exactly. When you think that you're humiliating P. Diddy, you're not. You are actually hurting the victims. And I can't stress to you guys enough that when someone is a predator, they don't care what they use to cause harm to you. Some people are so sick that, like I said, they will use objects to fuck you, to hurt you down there. Some people are that disgusted. You have no idea the things that Diddy probably did with that baby oil to all of his victims. So to keep saying all of these things and making all these posts and promoting your events with baby oil and Diddy on it, you are very, very heartless to me. You don't care about the victims. Me being a victim myself before, I've told you guys in the beginning of this week, I don't even talk to my nephew anymore because of what he was accused of and what he was convicted. And granted, they didn't convict him. They're giving him a second chance. If he does it again, then this charge will stick and another charge will stick. But that doesn't mean that you're not guilty. Predators come in all ages. They do. It's sad, but they do. And sometimes, if they're a predator at that young age, how do you know what was done to them? You gotta really think about who you're causing pain and hurt and flashbacks to, because it's not fucking Diddy. He doesn't give a fuck. That's why he did what he did. And all the Diddies that's in your family, expose them. Expose them. If you are a victim and you ever get the strength or the courage to expose the person who violated you, I encourage you to. I encourage you to. I'm not encouraging you to do what I did when I caught my case. I'm not. But I encourage you to expose them. You said the P. Diddy issue is so sad and disappointing on every level. I feel for the victims, a lot of hurt and pain, and a lot of people. Exactly. Exactly, Anthony. It's a lot of pain that it has caused. And the world isn't doing the victims a favor by making fun of the baby oil and all of this. The world isn't. It's real sick. And I'm really in disbelief at you guys. So, you know, like I said, it's Prison Jail Felon Talk tomorrow. I do have a guest. So I won't be live on all my platforms, but I will be live on Spotify, Pandora, and YouTube for sure. My guest will be live with me on Facebook, so I won't be on, oh yeah, I will be on TikTok. I will be on all of y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. But I do need to go try to take my medicine again. It's really not doing anything. I'm in a lot of pain, but continue to send me positive vibes. I'm sending y'all positive vibes, love, and energy. Shout out to all the Libras. If you have a birthday that's coming up, or if your birthday already passed, happy birthday. Also, again, if you guys didn't hear me in the beginning of the show, the OKC People's Choice Awards, the last of the votes, they stop October the 20th. So when you get a chance, go on Facebook to the OKC People's Choice Awards page and vote for The Couch as your favorite local podcaster, and vote for Janelle as your favorite female vocalist. I definitely appreciate all the love and support. If you do want to support The Couch, you can Cash App, PayPal, or Chime, THA, real JANELL, or you can send stars or gifts. It's never mandatory, but it's always appreciated. You said, love you, wishing you healing and recovery. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you healing and recovery as well. Seriously. All my babies that's watching, my couch potatoes, I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful night. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Good night. We're going to have a ball tomorrow with our guest. I got some questions. Good night. Love you, Anthony. Love you guys. Good night. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Spotify, Pandora, thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits.